Well, hello there everybody and welcome to today's guide video and little showcase at the end if you want to stick around for that. In this one today I'm going to be showing you how to install the awesome new Tunnels mod courtesy of Kaiodenic, open Aviaries, open Lagoons and the update to expanded pass pylons and fences. All of these that I've just listed are from Kaiodenic. Awesome dude, really good modder. Make some crazy stuff, so thank you very much for all these mods, mate, and I hope you enjoy the showcase. I know you sometimes watch me vids. There's also been a new species as well recently by Joseba, that is the Basilodon, so I'll show you how to install that too, and for that you will need the ACSE, but I'll go through all of that as we go. Now, if you're looking for any of the other mods, all the other major mods, mainline mods, new species, replacement species, expanded islands, the list goes on. There's loads and loads of crazy mods. On my previous, definitive ultimate mod install guide, so that will be linked in the description. I'll probably throw a thumbnail on the screen somewhere just so you get a feel for what that video is like. But that goes in depth of how to install all the other mods. If you watch that video, basically all you'll need is the links from this video to install these. They all install the same, but for the sake of the showcase, I know a lot of people had asked, how do I install these, whatever, so I'll go through that with you for just a couple of minutes before we go into the showcase. So there we go. I'd also like to introduce a guest to the video as well. I nearly said stream there. I am getting ready for Saturday's stream. Make sure you tune in for that. So Canis Lupus, he's been on my videos before. If you'd like to say a quick hello, mate.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, that's my pleasure, mate. That's my pleasure. So straight away, Canis, you're probably not going to be needed right away, so I just thought I'd introduce you, you know what I mean? That's all good, but yeah, right, let's get into the install then, okay? First of all, as always, you will need the ACSE. This is essential, right? When I say essential, I don't mean you might need it, I mean you'll definitely need it, okay? In the previous video, I showed you how to use Winrar as well. If you haven't got Winrar, I will link Winrar down below, but I'm not going to include how to install it here. That's on the other guide if you want to check the Winrar chapter on that guide, which is also linked in the description. So straight away, you want to go to this files thing here. All these mods that I'm showing will be linked in the description. I know I've said that a few times now, but that's all good. So go to the ACSE, the latest version. Currently it's 0.642. Whatever's the latest version of the ACSE here. Bearing in mind the mod scene is moving at a rapid pace, so it probably will update by the time you watch this video. It may update, something along them lines, okay? So straight away, we've got our ACSE zip open here. Now, to find your game on Steam, all you need to do is go to Steam, to your library, Jurassic World Evolution 2, right-click it, and then go to Manage, like that, and Browse Local Files, and then it will bring up your game install folder. Now, if you're on Epic Games, there isn't a feature to do that on Epic Games, but just find your game install location on Epic Games. I'm not sure where that'll be, it's wherever you've set your game to be, but the steps to install these mods are exactly the same. The folder layouts are the same, the steps are all the same. I know on previous videos people have asked how do I do the Epic versions. It's exactly the same as shown in this video, and this video shows the Steam version, but works the same for both. Okay, so go into Win64 in your game install location, like so, then OVL data, and you'll have a folder which looks like this. Bearing in mind you probably won't have all of these mods on that I've got, most likely not. As you can see, I've already got the ACSE there, but with this zip here, use your program that opens zip files, and all you want to do is you just want to drag that ACSE folder into here. Bearing in mind I already have the ACSE, so it asks me to replace. If you don't have the ACSE, it won't ask you to replace, but this ACSE folder will appear in your OVL data folder. Simple as that. Okay, so if you don't have any of these other folders, don't worry. If you want to check the other mod guide, it shows you how to add all of these awesome mods. Okay, so next up then is the Tunnels mod. Bearing in mind we will be showcasing these straight after the install guide. So you want to go to the Files tab. It will be linked and named in the description, of course. Manual download. Yes, indeed. You may need to register with Nexus, but they're all completely free. Okay, and wait for that to come in. These are all very small downloads. Shouldn't take you long at all to get these. Tunnels and that folder there. Okay, so we open up OVL data and we just drop Tunnels into there, like so. But I'm not going to replace because I already have Tunnels in there, but that's how it should look in your OVL data folder, like so. Make sure you've got the ACSE, remember. For people who may skip steps, you will need the ACSE, okay? But JTunnels needs to sit there like so. Yeah, there we go. Right, next up then, Expanded Paths and Fences 2.0, okay? 1.0 was released a while back. 2.0 adds loads of new features. There we go. So let's go. Slow download, of course. Go to the links in the description. Yep, all good. 154 meg. So this may take a minute or two. What's that saying? Look, 1 minute or so. So I'll come back to you when that's done. Okay then, so Expanded Paths and Fences is in, also known as EPPF, Expanded Paths, Pylons and Fences, but that's all good. So it's in now, look, Expanded Paths and Fences, exactly the same again. Just go into your OVL data folder as before and just drop that EPPF into there. I'm not going to do that, but that's where you need to drop it. And then in your OVL data folder, you will have a folder called EPPF, just like so, okay? That's all good. So on to the next one. Open Lagoons. You may start to see a trend here because they all install the same way. I'm just going through the motions with you to make sure you know what you're doing. Just make sure you have the ACSE, okay? I know I reiterate that, but people skim and they miss it, and then they'll go to the comments, you know, so I'm just letting you know. Straight away, that one's in. Open Lagoons. There we go. And you know where that needs to go by now. Open Lagoons into your OVL data folder, and it will look like that, okay? Open Lagoons, right there. Okay, awesome stuff. All linked in the description, of course. Open Aviaries, right there. Okay, go to Files and Manual Download. Okay, and slow download, 1 meg, so that should be almost instantaneous. Okay, open Aviaries. We don't need the readmes. This is install instructions and features, but obviously straight after this I will be doing the showcase, so you'll be able to see a lot of these features anyway. If you want to read the readme, that's all good. So just go to your OVL data folder. We have open Aviaries and just drop that in. I'm not going to drop it in, of course, but that's where it needs to go. So it looks like that in your OVL data folder, open Aviaries. Awesome stuff, right? And we also have the Basilodon, however you want to pronounce it. New species by Joseba as well. I will do a short video of this. There we go, which will be coming very soon, straight after this video probably. Manual download, and this installs exactly the same as the others. So we'll just wait for that to come in. 8 megabytes, nice and swift. And this folder here, Joseba, Basilodon, like so. Okay, and it'll look like that in your folder. There we go. I'm just looking for it. Joseba. Yeah, it's there, look. I nearly missed it in my own folder there. Joseba, Basilodon. Awesome. Awesome stuff. So they're now all installed. I will get back to you in a moment. I'm not going to do anything else to this, as you can see. I'm just going to load the game up with the WeMod mod menu for instant build, things like that. But I'll show you how to install that in the other guide video if you want to check that out. It has its own chapter right near the very end. And I highly recommend, if you've not done modding before, please watch that video as well. And trust me, there's a whole wealth of other mods in that video, which I consider to be absolutely essential to playing the game on PC. Yeah, I'm not going to lie, you know what I mean? Playing without is a drag. Once you've used them, there's no going back. There really isn't. I'll load up then and get back to you in a moment when I'm in the game. Okie dokie, so I've just loaded up. It's time to showcase some of these awesome mods I've just shown you how to install. I've got a very basic setup of expanded packs. As you can see, Pennsylvania is about as flat as it's going to get, right next to the airport. Me likey. Expanded Parks is on the other mod install guide video. Check that out, please. Very good guide. A lot of good feedback. So straight away, we want to go to Expanded Paths, don't we? Yeah, we've got these other little tunnels and that. We're not gonna focus on that just yet. But I'm gonna delete some of these paths. And as you can see, look, we can have like a log-lined path. And look, it's a path that people can walk on, but it's just lined with logs. Look how cool that is. That's well doody, that, isn't it, Canis?
That's pretty cool. It's like a little off-trail pathway.
Yeah, yeah. And then we also have the light line path. This is why I'm doing this at night, you see, because we have these lovely light line paths as well. There is a whole slew of other paths. Please excuse if there's a little bit of lag on there. You know, my graphics card is out of date. It's kind of a running joke. But there we go. So we'll just have some more logs right there. Look, and as you can see, There we go. Well, we've got a nice little selection of paths. There is a whole slew of other paths, including some that go through water as well. So there's invisible paths, invisible trails, dirt thoroughfares, dirt paths, light line thoroughfare, all kinds of stuff that you can see. Log line path, log line trail, all kinds of really good stuff there with that expanded paths and fences mod. Yeah, and there's also one, I think it's the invisible thoroughfare that goes through water. Yeah, it does. So just letting you know that. Yeah, I have just deleted a load of stuff far off in the distance, so I've actually got people running to get out of the park. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, leave them to it. So next up then, I do want to construct a small enclosure here just to show off some of these tunnel features and whatnot, because that'll be really fun, I think. So we go to fences. Now, usually we've got about 1 page of fences, but if we have a look at this, there's the handrail fence, which looks like this. I will put that on straight for now, and if you get really close up, it actually has a handrail. Yep, which is really cool. We have the steel wire fence, which looks like this. Okay, we have the log wire fence, which looks like that with logs. Looks really cool, yeah. Low fence. We've got all kinds of fences in here. Low fence too, so we've got a little variation on that. Vertical bar fence. I really like that. It looks like a local park or something like that, doesn't it? Yep. I really like that. Low wall. Yeah, just for your slightly more, aggressive dinosaurs. Classic electrified fence. You have these guest gates as well. Now, guests can now walk into enclosures using these gates. If you put a path up to this gate, guests can actually walk into the enclosure. And these lovely Jurassic Park guest gates as well. There's also these invisible barrier fences as well. So if you put these around the enclosure, you see there's just like these kind of beacons that will prevent the dinosaurs from walking out of the area. That's a really nice touch. I like that a lot. Invisible wall, of course. We always like the invisible walls and whatnot. One feature I forgot to mention on the expanded paths was the... one second. They're part of the tunnels that we'll get through in a minute. The viewing path. Now, this one is very interesting. Look, so basically, if we place this down, say... I'll do this a little bit better. Look, alongside where that fence is there. Now, if I go into the management views and go onto this and then go to, where is it? Dinosaur visibility or whatever it is. Which one is that? Yeah, it's because it's not actually connected. Let me connect this up. Okay. Viewing path. Let's get that there. Over to here. Now, this should have dinosaur visibility now in the management view. Look at that. A path that adds visibility. What is this craziness? So you can actually create these really nice low fences like this and then put a path around the outside, and without any viewing stations, guests can already see the dinosaurs. Canis, how cool is that?
It's very cool.
So that's a combination of the paths mod for the visible path and the fences, you know what I mean? So you get a bit of everything in there. So paths and fences and whatnot, all rolled into one. Yep. So for now, obviously, I have waffled on a little bit about that. I'm just showing you some of the cool things you can do with that. Okay, let's get rid of these fences. I was just trying to show you the fences. But for the sake of this, I am going to be hatching just Basilodons to showcase this. But I am going to go for that lovely, local park style fence. So let's get an enclosure going here, which shouldn't take too long. I'm just going to go for a circular type enclosure, not too precise or specific, but something like that. Yeah, okay. So, one of the first things we need to do then is to show this Basilodon. Bear in mind, I will make a short of this as well. Let's go to modify genome. Let's stick them on random. The patterns on these aren't too different, but it's all good. I should have confirmed that, but that's okay. Have you seen these yet, Canis?
No, I haven't actually used it myself yet.
Okay.
But...
Well, let's hatch a load of these then and have a look, and start the task. Okay. Now, before I do this, I'm going to put the camera torchlight mod on. Let me have a look. I think it's the L key. Yes, it is. Okay. And let's release these dinosaurs. Okay. I will link that camera torchlight mod down below. I did forget to show how to install it, but if you've just watched the install guide for the others, it's exactly the same. Just put the camera torchlight. As you can see, if I press the L key, that's how the game should look at night. and that's with the camera torchlight mod. Combine that with first person mode, you've got yourself a great little thing for showcasing. Okay, and that looks fantastic. Look at that, lovely stuff. So when you zoom out, look, there you go, and then zoom in, you've got a camera light. And that, like I say, that works excellent with the first person mode mod, which is this one here, like so. Bit laggy with all that grass. Graphics card out of date. Get an update, I know. Right, next up then, I'm going to show you a really cool feature with these tunnels. So, if we go to probably paths, yep, it's in paths somewhere, look. First of all, we need to create a tunnel entrance wherever they are. So, we'll add a tunnel entrance to here. Okay, let's stick any old path down, doesn't really matter for the sake of this. And as you can see now, we have a tunnel, which may seem a little bit basic, but now I can create another tunnel entrance anywhere. I've placed that in the wrong place. I could place a tunnel entrance anywhere. I could place it on the other side of the map if I want, but for the sake of this, let's place it, I don't know, here, next to the runway. Okay, right, and then what we do is, look, we go into paths and we find the pedestrian tunnel, right? Pedestrian tunnel carries electricity and pedestrians. You can do a smaller, cheaper utility tunnel which just carries electricity, but I don't like that one. I'd rather just do pedestrian tunnels everywhere. So you get this pedestrian tunnel, yeah, and you can stretch a fair old distance as well, and then just stretch it over to this. There we go, and now I can create a normal path from here. You see, any old path, it doesn't matter. Let's go for a normal path, like so. And then I can connect that to something else. So let's, just for the sake of argument, sort of small amenity. There we go. And it's actually connected via that tunnel. How cool is that, Canis?
Yeah, it's just Kaiodenic.
That is some Kaiodenic magic right there. That is amazing. So now you don't need monorails. Everything can just be connected with these tunnels. That is fantastic. But another great feature of that, if we go into paths, is this amazing viewing hide. Now, a lot of people have requested to have something similar to the viewing dome from Jurassic Park Operation Genesis, which is something similar, like a viewing station you can put in the middle of your enclosure. And basically, you know what I mean? It connects to somewhere else, like a tunnel or something, and people can walk in, and then they appear in these viewing stations here. So now what you need to do is, look, go to your tunnels, make it a pedestrian tunnel, remember, and you can have multiple tunnels coming off these tunnel entrances. Connect up that, and then over here, look, to connect up to there as well. Now, look at that. We actually have working viewing dome style things from Jurassic Park Operation Genesis. And the thing is, if you click on these, you can actually go to the view as well. Let me turn the light off for that. Look. And there's a pedestrian next to me. Pedestrians spawn in here. Sometimes security people as well. But look at this. Look. What is this magic? Kaiodenic, you are blowing my mind, mate. That is insanely good. That is insane, like, crazily good, mate. You know, visible dinosaurs, dinosaur appeal, all works as intended. That is insane. So I think that's a fairly good showcase of what the tunnels do. Bearing in mind the utility tunnels can carry power between, you know, your power stations, even them small little substation type thingies, I can't remember what they're called, emergency generators or whatever they're called. Look, we've actually got people coming in now. So inside here, we might actually start to see people spawn. Look, there's a guy in there, if you can only just see him. There we go, turn the light on. Yeah, look, we've actually got a guest in there, look. And then there's probably one over here as well. I've only ever seen one. Sometimes you might get two, I don't know, but there we go, look. It's our favourite pedestrian in there. And people are coming in, look. And look, they're actually going into the tunnel entrance, I believe. No, they're not. This is the first time I'm using the mod. I was just seeing if some would go in the tunnel entrance. Let's just speed up a little bit and see if any actually go in the tunnel. Nope, they're all kind of... Nope, they just want to go see the hatcheries, see the control room. It's all good. But all we need to know is that that is actually working. They won't go over there because there's no attractions. the attractions are here, but it is actually generating the correct response. So still early days for this yet. It's all good. That might be addressed in future, I don't know. But the work as intended, and that's all that matters. So next up, Open Lagoons. Okay, I'm going to save my favourite one till after. That's Open Aviaries, but we'll have a look at Open Lagoons right now. So you want to go to Enclosures. Bearing in mind we have just installed that. You have your normal lagoon sections like so. Normal lagoons. But then you have these lovely terrain editable lagoon section. The terrain editable lagoon. So it's the two different eras. So Jurassic Park and Jurassic World era. Which are all editable. But then you've got this blank terrain section. Which is literally just like that round the edge. And in first person mode. Essentially that you don't clip on that. So if I run up to that, let me just use the shift key just to show you that there is no clip on that. So it's not just like the top bit's been made invisible. As you can see, you do actually just walk straight over that, and I'm not clipping either. I have just been brought out of the game. Do I want to turn on sticky keys? I'm holding multiple keys at the same time. No, I do not. Okay. Bloody sticky keys, you're killing me. But you can place them in any style as well. So you can have the ones that look like that with the extra bit over the edge, and you can also have them ones there which have that bit on. But for the purposes of this, I'm going to use this one. Okay. So let's quickly delete them other sections there because they are going to be in the way otherwise. So it is just this terrain editable lower section here, the flat one. Yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah, free build, you're killing me. Okay, there we go, and just create that like so. Now, you can see what we can do is, we can actually add stuff to it. You know, by default, it says I can't build there, use free build. Okay, just add a few rocks in there, whatever. Could stick in a few of them lovely trees from the scenery mod as well. So let's have a couple of nice big tall trees. I think they're in here somewhere. Giant red cedars. Yeah, why not? Let's have a couple just dotted around. Now that might look crazy. Yeah, but then we go into the terrain settings like so. And we can actually lower this terrain. So let's put the slope on quite high. Intensity quite low, so we want to make sure we're doing this right. And now that you can actually dig down and make the lagoon yourself to whatever depth you want it to be. Canis, how amazing. Tell me.
It's very nice.
Look, capture mode, so we can actually go into here, look. I have got the torchlight on, but as you can see, we now have, yes, you do clip through there. And I will give you a heads up as well. When I've released lagoon creatures into here, the lagoon reptiles and whatnot, they do clip through the ground. They will probably clip through the objects as well. But if you design one right with the landscape kind of off to the side a little bit and whatnot, that will be minimised. And essentially, you'll have a really cool lagoon. You know what I mean? Really cool looking open lagoon. But with the lagoons, you don't really get to see what's under the water too much unless you actually select a dinosaur, marine reptile, should I say, or actually go in there with the camera yourself. So that's why I prefer open aviaries, which we're going to talk about now. So let's go to open aviaries. There we go. Also, remember, if you're going to be using them guest gates, wherever they are, can't remember where the guest gates are. There's so many features on this that it's easy to lose where things are. Oh, it's in the fences option, yeah. So if you wanted to create one of them lovely fences there, I know I've gone a bit off topic there, but with one of these fences, look, let's do the guest gate, classic guest gate, whatever. Yeah, you can actually place that there or wherever, yeah, and put paths through. And then what you can do is on the paths section here, there is actually hunt prohibitors. Yeah, I can't remember which thing I was actually on there. Oh, at the bottom of the enclosures menu, sorry. Yeah, there's these hunt prohibitors. So as you can see, look, stops carnivores hunting within a small radius, and then stops carnivores hunting within a large radius. So if you want guests to walk in and not be attacked, in theory, put a few of them down in your enclosure, put a walkthrough thing, and then hopefully that'll stop the carnivores hunting. That's also very cool, isn't it, Canis? What is all of this? What is this?
Walk through enclosure now.
Yeah. So you can actually have a petting zoo style thing. Combine that with the baby trike. I know I didn't mention this, but we'll go to the min-me real quick. And just for example, say if you chucked in a few Archaeornith and Mimas, a couple of min-me's with the baby trike mod, you know, and you chuck in a few of these baby trikes, you could create your own little petting zoo, similar to what was seen in Jurassic World. How cool is that?
Yeah,
So
next thing
we've
they're
got baby
making
trikes. Yep.
the kids riding the Triceratops. Yeah.
Oh, blooming heck. I know, that'd be a turn up for the Bucks, wouldn't it? So, within the enclosures menu, we've got Dr. Kajal waffling on there. Hopefully I'm louder than that. As you can see, that we have open aviary, and we also have invisible aviary. Yeah, so what we can do is we can place an open aviary, which looks like this. Yeah, so it has no top. The pterosaurs won't fly out of there, so don't worry. But we also have the invisible aviary. So you can place one of these down, place a few of these down, and whatever, and it's just the outline of it. But it's completely invisible. But it'll function as a normal aviary. That is insane. But I do prefer the outline, to be fair. But it's whatever park build you're going for. So you could have a section of your park where there's a whole load of pterosaurs flying around with invisible aviaries, but no one would know it's invisible aviaries. It'd just look like a section of the park. But then you could combine that with ease as well. Do you know what I mean? With the viewing domes and tunnel. So it looks like there's no actual pedestrians nearby, but they can take a little tunnel underground and view the pterosaurs inside. So you can combine up loads of different stuff. Like the viewing hide, you could add one of them into there, like so. That is well cool, you know. But obviously you'd need to raise the ground a little bit in there for it as well. So let's kind of max this out a little bit. Put a bit of a slope on there. We need the intensity up. Come on. Come on. Up the slope a bit. There we go. And then let's see if we can chuck down one of them viewing hides on top of here. That seems a little bit OP, doesn't it? It really does. That's a little bit OP, but I'm going to see if that works, actually. So we'll have a few more, because that's going to be a bit small. So let's chuck a few more down. Something like that, yeah? That's really cool. I'm also going to need the aviary hatchery, just to get some, you know, some creatures to come out. And what we'll do is, look, we'll make use of the tunnel entrance, of course, just to show that all that is working. Get that down there. And then we want the pedestrian tunnel. Yes, yes, yes. And we can do that as a fork of that as well. And then normal path for here. Let's go for a luxury main thoroughfare. There we go. Okay, I didn't connect the path properly. There we go. So we'll stick down also the, whatchamacallit. Where is it? Where is it? The response facility, yeah. So easy to forget the names of some of these things. There's so many different functions now, especially alongside the mods. I'm just going to do normal path just to speed that up a touch, because I do need to assign a team to that. Yeah, okay. So straight away then, let's get a few pterosaurs hatching. What's the biggest batch we can do? We want a load flying around, don't we? Let's do Dimorphodons, why not? And we want these on random skin patterns as well. Okay. I knew this bit would take the longest, so that's why I've done it last, you see. So let's do 2 batches of these and just set them hatching. So I want a load of these flying around just to see if that viewing platform, that viewing station, will actually work inside aviaries. That would be really cool if it does. I'm not going to edit this too much more. I just wanted to show this. This has already probably gone on a bit longer than I wanted to, but as long as you guys are having fun watching this, I'm having fun making the video, so that's all good. So just put a bit of water down, maybe a quick, piscivore feeder wherever it is. Yep, there we go. I can place these anywhere, but there we go. Let's see. Is the visible dinosaurs? Oh, I haven't connected a tunnel to it. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? Let's go to the tunnel. Pedestrian tunnel, yeah. Lovely, lovely. Oh, look how well that works down the hill. Okay. Visible dinosaurs, 11. Look at that. It actually works inside the aviary. It looks as though the... bearing in mind, this is probably higher than the roof of the aviary. That's why there is some clipping issues. But if you place this a bit lower, maybe in the middle of like a 4 section, like a diamond shape of 4, or maybe a 3, with it just raised in the middle slightly, we're almost getting to Jurassic Park 3 levels of aviary, aren't we? We're almost getting there. Not quite, but we're almost there. So if I show the view now, look, let's turn that light off because that is terrible. But, oh, look, we've got some random dude in here with us. Yo, dude. How's it going, dude? And then I can't really see anything because it's too high up. That's the issue. Oh, wait, no. Even better idea. I can actually edit that. Yeah, I'm just being silly. So if I go to here, put slope up to about there, yeah, and then that's better. Put the slope up even more. Really trim that down. There we go. That should be better now. There we go. Show view. Almost. I can only view from one angle, so make sure you place this facing the right way. But as you can see, look, open aviaries. Wow, how cool does that look? And I mean, you could place these as just invisible aviaries and do the exact same thing, you know. So you could build that as is, you know. It looks like you can actually connect them up, but that looks like that's going to be a bit breaking, maybe. But as you can see, you could build that completely invisible with your viewing platform and connect it really far away. And it'd just look like a section of the park that's just overrun by pterosaurs. And that'd be a really cool, like, enclosure design. Yeah, so just real quick, this Saturday I will be streaming. So, and I will be just showing off loads of these mods. Probably building a silly park on here with loads of the mods and everything. I'll also be streaming on the 8th of March for the Camp Cretaceous DLC. That is looking incredible. I know it's getting a bit of a mixed reception. These DLC always do when it's just dinosaur packs, but we are holding out for the Dominion DLC for this game, let's be honest. But the Camp Cretaceous DLC does have the Scorpius Rex, apparently a new hybrid system. Who knows what that'll entail. There is also the Monolophosaurus, a load of skins, including Bumpy, and a load of other quality of life updates like new placeable scenery, placeable trees. Don't get me wrong, we've already got probably the best placeable trees we're ever going to get with Kaiodenic's lovely expanded scenery mod, and that is shown in the other guide video. I know I keep going on about that, but if you like this video, you're probably going to like the other one as well. But yeah, for people who can't use mods, console players and whatnot, that is a lovely addition. It really is. So yeah, I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you want to see any other mods featured or anything like that, and they're not in this video or the other video, please let me know. Canis, thank you very much for being a guest. I know you haven't had much time to say much on this video, but you know what I'm like, I'm a bit of a motor mouth when I get going, but
it's all good, it's all good. It's been a pleasure.
Yes.
Pleasure as always. Yeah.
Yes, that's all good. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I've had a lot of fun making this video. I didn't know how it was going to go. No script or anything. And I hope these mods, I hope you enjoy the mods. Big thank you to Kaiodenic, Inaki, Kine. Viral Cyclops is a cool dude as well. Joseba for the Basilodon mod. Awesome stuff. You guys doing great stuff. Everyone else who's making mods as well. Honestly, keep up the good work. I can't thank you enough. You know, the game does need this stuff. I will be honest, you know, I do consider a lot of these things to be essential. So you guys are really keeping the game alive for me, and I'm sure many others as well. Other than that, thank you to everyone who subscribed recently. I can't thank you enough. 7,000 subs the other day. I don't know what I've done to deserve that, but you know, I'm going to keep making it worth your while if you stick around. Thank you very much. If you've not subbed already, please do hit the like, you know, all that stuff for the algorithm. Other than that, take it easy, everybody. Have a great day, and I'll catch you all again very soon. All the best, everybody. Have a great day. Goodbye.